Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are excited about Mr. Cooper. He's doing a fantastic job. He's building a business down there in Houston, Texas. Baltimore, he was on the island when as a young man, he kept seeing these big old jumbo jets flying overhead, going to America. And he said, one day I'm gonna get to America because I hear it's the land of what? Come on. Opportunity and a land of what? Freedom. Wow. And guess what? In ACM, Mr. Al Randolph, we got both, don't material. That's what I love about this business because it really gives us that. Landed in Baltimore, immediately went to go to work at Applebee's, flipping hamburgers, and all of a sudden hear somebody talk about an opportunity I can make money with a conversation, Tyler. You mean to tell me I could talk and make money? And Mr. Tyler, he's a young, ripe age of 32 years old at this point, but he got started in his teens and has just been kicking butt, taking names and numbers ever since. And I love when I get young people. I always send videos out of him talking because they can relate to him. And without further ado, I don't know if he's building in Baltimore, Maryland. He's also building also down in Florida. He's also building over in Houston, Texas. So I have no idea where he's at today, Tyler. I know you want to know, Tyler. I know, sir. He's about your age. A little, yeah, there you go. So without further ado, Mr. Dale Ranson and Mr. Dwight, let's give a warm welcome to Shakeel Cooper.
How you doing? Feel good, man. Tired. I've been traveling, been on the go. Life has been great. So I'm back in Houston now. Super busy. Still working every single day. I got a busy schedule. So I'm just staying busy, staying focused. And I'm always excited to be on the call. And I was I was motivated this weekend. So that's going to be the basis of the call today because to me it's all about inspiration. You got to have dreams, you got to have inspiration, but to be able to meet people like Mr. Al Thomas is just it's phenomenal because this past weekend I had a friend, it was a last minute trip, and they said come to Vegas. I said, listen, I'm busy, I can't really go. I'm like, if I do go, it'll be for less than 48 hours, and you guys got to pay for my flight, pay for my hotel, pay for everything but my food. And they did. It was last minute, and came to Vegas, and it's like, man, being around people that got some money is different. I mean, just the environment, just everywhere I went, you know. I was just like, wow, like, people paying $600-700 a night for a hotel room, just to gamble. I'm just the hotel, just the lifestyle. It blew my mind. I'm like, it's so much money out here in the world, and people are sitting around complaining about why they're not where they're supposed to be. But then there's so many other people that's living the dream. So I'm always in a situation where I see there's people struggling to make it happen, but I also see that there's people that's making it happen. And there's no excuses why you can't make it happen. So today's training is going to call whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. That's the title of the training today because you got to do whatever it takes to get to the other side. And the reason why I say that because, man, the other side is so good. And I'm gonna talk about working out, being on the other side. It changes everything about just your entire life because seeing is just like going to the gym. It's easy, anyone can go to the gym, but most people can't consistently go in the gym. So since last August 1st, I told myself it was about 2 weeks before. I'm like, man, I got to get back in the gym, but I got to get a trainer and I got to be serious. Like, I got to be serious. And I made up in my mind and said the only way I'll take it serious is if I pay someone to train me. And if you go look back on my social media from what I looked like a year, 2 years ago, I look like an athlete now. Like my body is sore. Like I literally work out so much. Like I'm training like I'm playing in the NFL. It might look a little easy when I post it on social media, but I tell people just come do 1 hour. I promise you won't because everyone that start with us, they don't continue because it's a lot of work. But the result is phenomenal. The confidence, like it's it's just crazy what can happen when you just put your mind to it. And I understood was that how you do one thing is really how you do everything because I've never been a person in the gym. Like I've never been this person that I am today. But by me just doing the work, I'm seeing the results, and I'm just like, it's not just changing my health, it's changing business, just how people respect you, just how people treat you in person, because they know that you put in a lot of work. Because the everyday average person, they can't go walk 3 miles a day, even though it's easy to do it, they just not willing to do it. But the fact that I'm willing to do something over and over, and I don't even like doing it, but I love the results. So it's not about liking it. Do you think I like waking up 4:30 in the morning and going to the gym when I can just go anytime in the day? But I'm putting myself through something where as though like you're forcing yourself to change. Most successful people, they wake up early. If you're not waking up by 5 o'clock in the morning, like I don't know what to tell you. Successful people, there's a lot in the day. People like, man, I don't have a lot of time in the day. If you start your day at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, there's a lot of time in the day. You'll be very surprised how much time you have in a day. So today is just talking about whatever it takes, the mindset, the goals, and the consistency that it takes to build just a successful life, not just a business, but a successful life. And the first thing I want to talk about is that success doesn't wait on perfect condition. It rewards relentless effort, meaning that you're not going to have everything that you need to be successful. Everything's not going to be perfect. You just got to do whatever you got. It's kind of like saying that you gotta do whatever cards you got dealt. You just gotta deal it. You can't say, "Oh, my parents wasn't rich," or my mom this, my dad this. Like, man, everybody got a sad story. Everybody got a sad story. So, at the end of the day, are you gonna do it or you're not gonna do it? Most people fail because they're not because they lack opportunity, but because they stop showing up. It's just hard to do anything consistent over a long period of time. The average person, they get bored. They said, man, I'm tired of doing the same thing. I'm not seeing results. I'm not seeing results. And I'm telling you, I've been in the gym well, August 1st will make it a year. I'm now starting to really see the results. Like in the past 2 months. But if I would have stopped, would have just went back to the person that I was. But because you just keep showing up, keep showing up, keep showing up, even when you don't feel like it, I promise you, you're gonna get the results. And in this business, it's an everyday business. Sundays I work, every day I work. You can't treat this business like your job. You can't just work it on the weekdays and just give up on the weekend. Just think about, what do the average person do? They go to work all week, and they Friday night, Saturday, and then a little bit of Sunday during the day. They party, they enjoy it, and then they go back to doing it all over again. But what if they just worked on their business on the weekends while they work their job during the week? Don't you think they can get farther in life pretty faster? But people normally do what? When Friday come around, they give up on their goals, they give up on their dreams, and they just want to go out and party and have fun. I don't go out all the time. But when I go out, I'm sober and I'm networking and I'm having fun. It might look like I'm partying. People said, "Man, you're always outside. You're always outside doing this and doing that." But I'm like, I'm networking. If you're not building new friendships and meeting new people, what are you doing? You're not going to meet anyone in your house. So I'm always listen. Successful people, they go meet people. They go meet the money. The money's not going to just come to you at first. You got to go out there, network, shake hands, and introduce yourself to people. Let people know what you're doing. Stop waiting for motivation and build a system and routines that will push you forward regardless of how you feel. Because no matter how I feel, everything I do is going to move forward because there's a system in place. And it allows me to do what I want to do because systems save you time, energy, and money. It's all about systems. It's all about system, and it's all about duplication, right? Because I'm gonna give you a quick example. When I started ACN, college student working at Applebee's, didn't know anybody in business. Like, I still think back sometimes and be like, man, I actually made it from Baltimore and I started in ACN. Like, I'm literally one of the only people that I know that literally went from working a regular job to having working a job to almost 13 years. Like, I'm the only person. And it started from the things I learned in ACN. So when I tell people all the time that the things you can learn in ACN, it can change your life, it can change so many different aspects because the business is so bigger than just making money. You can make an impact. Like, whatever you put your mind to it, you're going to be successful because of the things that we've learned in this ACN opportunity. You want to set clear, non-negotiable goals, meaning that you want to set goals that you're going to get it done regardless of whatever happens. you're going to get it done. Set daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, different presentations, follow up, team check ins. Like every day, you got to be doing something. You got to be on your phone every single day. If you're not on your phone every single day, what are you doing? Some people are just scrolling on TikTok and Instagram all day. Like, no, you got to use your phone to make some money. This device, this other device, is to help you make some money. So if you're not on here making money, then you're wasting time, energy, and money. From there, define your why. Again, your why is going to be the driving factor to wherever you want to go to. Everyone know my why. I got a kid. And if you're on this call and you got a kid, that should be your only why. You don't even need another why. So people say, I don't know my why. You got kids. What you mean you don't know your why? You want your kids to struggle? You want your kids to live the life that you lived, or even worse? Because we can agree that you need a lot of money to survive in 2025. If you ain't making money in 2025, I don't know what to tell you. This is not the time to play around. It's just not. I ask myself all the time, I don't know how the average person is surviving. You can't walk out the house without spending $100 on nothing. It's like as soon as you go out the house, $100 is automatically spent. So again, you got to go hard now because it's not the time to play around. It's not the time. It's work. Put in the work now. Start now and write your goals down. Because without goals, you're not going to go anywhere. You want to have a income goal. You want to write down an income goal. So if you're on this call right now, write down one income goal. How much money you want to earn a month? I have a goal. I want to earn $100,000 a month minimum. That's just my goals. What's your goal? It could be $1,000. It could be an extra $100 to just take your spouse out on a nice date to Applebee's and you get whatever you want. I promise you can get whatever you want for $100. Whatever your goals are, just write it down. It's your goals. It don't matter how big or how small it is. Just write down your goal. You want to write down one personal development goal. Read 10 books or go to different seminars and things like that. You want to definitely write down some activity goals, income producing activity goals. How many calls you plan on making, how many direct messages you plan on sending, how many presentations you want to do a day, because it's all about discipline. You got to do it when you don't feel like it, because every day you're not going to feel like it. I promise you. There's a lot of days where I don't feel like doing anything, but I still got to do it. People ask me all the time. My mom said, you said, why you never want to take a nap? I said, because I don't take naps in the day. If I take a nap in the daytime, then guess what? My phone's gonna be ringing. Who's gonna answer my phone? So I only go to sleep when everybody else go to sleep. Because throughout the day, I'm trying to make some money, right? From there, you also gotta understand again, network marketing is like a gym. One session won't change your life, but daily workouts, that's where the transformation happen. You gotta do the work every single day. I just upped it with my trainer. We was doing 3 days a week. Now we doing 4 to 5 days a week. When I tell you I'm in pain right now, but I feel good, it's a good pain because that means that I've been working. I didn't get in the house until 4 o'clock this morning. And I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning. Why? Because I was out working. Sometimes I work in the daytime. I live in Houston. It's all about the nightlife. You got to go out and network. Most people in Houston don't even come outside until it's 12 o'clock at night. Like they don't get in their car and go out until it's 12 o'clock because most places here don't close until 7 o'clock. So you got to understand that it's a different type of hustle. But I've been doing this since I've been here since 2015. I went from knowing nobody in Houston to people know me in Houston because I'm always out shaking hands. I'm always out networking. Listen, you got to make people know who you are. Sitting in your house, people are not going to know who you are. You want to eliminate all of the excuses, right? Because there's always a reason to stop. Listen, you can either make excuses or you can make things happen, but you can't make both. You can't. Like after I get up this call, I'm gonna go run 3 miles. I don't feel like it. Today's supposed to be rest day, but I can't rest. Then I'm gonna go run the streets with my son, take him to the park, hang out, and then tonight I got some more work to do. It's never ending because when I turn 40, I already have goals that I'm going to travel the world for 2 weeks out of my life, and I'm going to work for 2 weeks out of my life, and I'm going to do that for the rest of my life. So I got 8 more years but by the time I turn 40, I've already put in 20 plus years of quality work. I just know how to make it look like it's fun, but it, it's a lot of work. I just make it look easy, and I tell people that because I make it look easy, that don't think that it's easy. So many people been relevant for almost 15 years and they never quote unquote fell off. Started when I was 20. People still talk about me. I'm 32. And still haven't saw someone that looked like me, young as me, and did what I've done and created the inspiration to show other people that you can come from Baltimore City, Applebee's, college dropout, no matter what. I made it from Baltimore in a network marketing company with nobody else that was my age to show me how to do it. I created a lane that was never created before. And then I watched the company over time. There was thousands of young people inspired to want to change their life and start businesses. So you gotta understand that from one decision, you can inspire so many people. And that's what it's about. It's not about how much money you've made, it's the impact. My impact, you can't take it away from me because I show people a way out. And I show people a way out by doing the work. Not cheating the work, but doing the work. And guess what? I'm still out working. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and she's like, I remember when I started ACing with you, and then you just kind of took off, and I'm like, eventually I'm gonna get back and catch up. I'm like, you're almost 15 years behind. It's listen, good luck. I'm like Michael Jackson. It's only one Michael Jackson. But there can be other Michael Jacksons, and the other Jacksons. But once you do something one time that's inspirational, like no one can do the moonwalk again. He did it. He's known for it. So when it's showing young people that, hey, listen, you can go from literally nothing and change your life and become an entrepreneur, travel the world, meet people, and inspire people globally from a network marketing company that you started while you was in college, and been able to you know, build different businesses and just give yourself a lifestyle that is not normal for the typical young person. And it's because I put in the work, I put in the sacrifices. Listen, it's a lot of work. It's not easy. I promise you. Talking about it is way easier than doing it. It's a lot of work. And I know most of the time when you see people and you hear stories and it sounds easy, listen, I'm never jealous of anyone that's successful because it take a lot of work. Every day I be tired, but I just keep going. And that's why I have to stay in the gym because listen, it's like your car. If you just drive it and drive it and drive it, you get no oil change. You don't take care of them. If you don't take care of your body, it's gonna give up on you. So many people they spend their youth, sacrificing their health for their wealth, and then when they get seasoned, they sacrifice their wealth to try to get their health back instead of just focusing on their health and their wealth at the same time. There's people that I've seen that's 90 years old, and it's like they paid and they look good. I want to be that person that said, "Man, I'm 100 years old, but I've been rich for 50 plus years old. I've been able to enjoy it for 50 plus years." I didn't want to be the guy that retired at 65 years old with the big belly on the beach. No, I wanted to be the guy that was 65 that looked like he's 45. Because what's the point of making all the money if you can't really enjoy it to the fullest extent? So that's what I got for you guys today. We can go a little bit more, but we still got more of the month left. But I just want to just have real conversations and just be very open and transparent that, making money, it will solve a lot of your problems, but there's other things that you have to do that's gonna be very important if you plan on maintaining a certain lifestyle for you and hopefully for your kids. Your ultimate goal should be that your kids should live a different lifestyle than you. Your kids shouldn't have to eat Chick-fil-A all the time and McDonald's and oodles and noodles and snacks and junk food and like you it just no. Create a better lifestyle where your kids are eating real food. They're happy. They're healthy. Those are the things that's important. Those are the things that ACN have allowed me to do for me and my son is that we eat quality food. We don't eat junk food. So that's what it's about, becoming a better person, becoming a better dad, going to the parks with your kids, spending real time with your kid, watching your kids grow up, watching your kids, just I remember when you was a baby. My son is about to turn 8 in November. In 2 more years, he'll be 10. So time moves pretty fast. But guess what? I've been able to enjoy every moment of it. So for me, it's all about quality of time. And guess what? You guys can have the same thing, but you gotta take the business serious. You gotta go out there and do the work. It's not gonna happen overnight. I don't know when it will happen for you, but I promise you, if you quit, it will never happen. But if you just hustle and keep going, it'll happen one day. I just don't know when it will happen for you. But even when you do get it, you gotta keep working even harder to keep it. So it's not about just getting to the position and things like that. No, it's like how can you really build something that it continues to really grow without you. So again, that's all I got for you guys today. And drink your water and go out there and do some work.